of local government. The far-reaching change occurred overnight when, in April 1965, the new London borough of Hounslow was formed. We've already managed to give you some idea of the scale of our responsibilities. Let's now go into some of the borough's work in some detail. This is Spring Grove Primary School in London Road, Isleworth, typical of the borough's modern schools, well lit, well heated, with good facilities and amenities. These modern sauna baths were converted from the old slipper baths at Isleworth. Temperatures in the superheated log cabin get up to 95 degrees centigrade. No snow being available, this is followed by an ice-cold shower. The sauna is proving popular to both men and women, but separate sessions, I'm afraid. Hounslow. In fact, we're already planning for the needs of the 1980s. A team of interviewers has been surveying 6,000 householders in the borough to help us plan and improve the council's services.
I'd like to obtain some information for the London Borough Council. May I ask you a few questions?
Yes, certainly.
Thank you. Do you drive a car?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you sometimes have difficulty in parking your car?
Yes, sometimes.
The results of these interviews will be processed by the council, and with a reliable forecast of your needs, we'll then be able to carry out our work with greater accuracy. The duty of the town planners is to recommend what is needed and where, and just how big it should be. Currently, the borough's most important scheme is the redevelopment of Brentford's riverside. Here is a sad area, one where everything has grown old and derelict. This offered the opportunity for large-scale imaginative planning. Once the general pattern of redevelopment had been approved, the architects set about preparing detailed drawings and models, and eventually demolition began. The scheme will transform 565 acres and will include parks, shopping centres, riverside walks and flats. Most of the architect's work is of course concerned with housing and education. Here, for example, is the new Isleworth Polytechnic under construction, a £1.5 million project. Talking of figures, the Borough Treasurer's Department now has a computer to improve efficiency, widen the scope of financial control, and most important, eventually reduce costs. Here it is, being installed at Hounslow House. Hounslow is an historic borough, and areas of great beauty remain. It is our job and our pleasure to protect them as part of England's great heritage. Strand on the Green, what could be lovelier? There's no room for modern progress here. Or, a little further along the river, Church Street at Chiswick. Some great houses are the direct responsibility of our borough. Boston Manor, once the seat of the Earls of Leicester. Hogarth House, the 17th century home of one of England's greatest painters. We run this as a museum, and many of Hogarth's works are on show. This is Gunnersbury House and Park. We share the administration here with another London borough. Lastly, historic old Isleworth, with its great inn and church, sadly gutted by fire, but now being rebuilt. Our Parks Department has 1,800 acres to maintain, a welcome retreat from the noise and bustle of commerce. Surprisingly, there is much rural scenery remaining. Parks are particularly appreciated by the very young and the very old. After all, they've more leisure time than most of us. Right through the summer, we provide entertainment for the youngsters. Uncle Reg keeps his enthralled audience out of mischief and out of mother's way.